Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Matt Morris. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Now it's the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
The right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sizemore makes the grab, and there's one away. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Yeah, and you expect a club like this to gel and to put things together. When you break camp of spring training, sometimes you're a little too anxious. You're trying to make things happen instead of allowing them to happen, and I think that's going to happen eventually for this team.
And now the rookie second baseman, Julio Franco. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. That one missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one not close. And a count 2-1. Up the middle. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Rose. Curveball over for a called strike. Man at first, one away.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
The 0-2. Next offering misses down and away.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Franco leads off first with one away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. 2 away now.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
So up next, Barry Bonds. Good power, not great in the OBP department. To the right side, and that chance handled. Slings to first. Out number 3. Reds leave 1. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at American Family Field. And on the hill today, Warren Spahn. Singing he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. It's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now it's going to be Buck O'Neil. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Ball 2.
Right side. One up, one down.
Out.
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Michael Young, the next to hit. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball. Franco tosses to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the third baseman, Wade.
2 down, bases empty. Wade Boggs up now for the Brewers. And that drops in for a strike. Outside low, and that is ball 1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Short hop liner, handled it short. In plenty of time to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Nobody left for Milwaukee. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. Stepping in the long ball threat, Eddie Murray. Morris back to work. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sizemore under this one. And there's one away. So digging in, Carlos Beltran. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of the plate, that's the guy that you're going to see many times coming up big.
The 1-1 is fouled off. No score here in the second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 2 down. Ozzie Smith, the next to hit for the Reds. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time. And he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the...
That ends the inning, so we take a break. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Here's the veteran outfielder, Billy Williams. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And that's in the dirt. Spahn, 36 years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And that one in the air center field. Puts it away for the out.
That is it. The right fielder, Harold.
Next for Milwaukee, Harold Baines. Lined into right. Makes the catch for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
That is it. The center fielder, Grady.
Next to hit, Grady Sizemore. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bonds coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Benji Molina, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That one clips the outside corner. Strike one.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
That one way inside. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
On the ground to the left. Zips it to first.
That's an out.
Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Standing up, the pitcher, number 21, Warren.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Warren Spahn. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Top of the third, no score. Breaking ball misses down and away. And there's a ball.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
The 2-1. And that's in for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Suzuki, the next to hit, takes outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's in there, and it's 2-1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And the righty deals. That one fouled off. 2-2. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Reds down in order. Still no score. Bottom of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Ben Brister. That one fouled off. Spahn winds in. In the air, right side. And that's a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
At the plate, Manny Sanguillen. Ripped, but it curls foul. This one in the dirt. The tag, and got him at second.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get in the scoring position. But if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job by the catcher. He helps out his pitcher big time.
1 out, base is empty. That misses. 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. That one missing inside.
Full count.
And he walked him.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
1 down. Matt Morris up now for the Brewers. Puts a bunt down. Murray fires to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Milwaukee, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Julio Franco. Out to short. Young on the run, sends it over to first. Out. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Pete Rose. 0 for 1 so far. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. One down, base is empty.
1-2.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side, and that chance handled. The throw to first, and that quickly 2 away. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Barry Bonds. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. That misses, and a count even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. There's a strike.
Well, these Brewers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
Next pitch is outside. And that skips in the dirt.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And that one is lifted in the air. He makes the grab, 1 away.
The batter number 10, shortstop, Michael.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Michael Young. Grounded out his first time up. That's down and in.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Smith over to first in time. Play is made, 2 out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade.
So 2 down now, and here is Wade Boggs. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. On the ground, right side, and a foul ball. Two outs. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Good eye right there. The other way, slides for the stop. Over to first. What a play, inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Morris back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Reds, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Ball to strike.
No. 2 balls, 1 strike.
To the right side, and that's just foul. In the air, center field. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Carlos Beltran. Fly to left his first time. Beltran, the former Rookie of the Year, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next for Cincinnati, Ozzie Smith. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fastball for a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Sends it across to first, and that'll do it. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And we are still scoreless. Back here at American Family Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Billy Williams. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Well, these Brewers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
And 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Next for the Brewers, Harold Baines. First pitch misses. Williams aboard here at first with nobody out. Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Grady Sizemore in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 3-0 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's the center fielder, Grady Sizemore. He's 0 for 1. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
No outs, runners at first and second. In the air, left field, down the line. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. One away on the flyout.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ben Brister. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground, 2 ball. To Ozzie. Throw to first, but he beat it.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Manny Sanguillen digs in now. He reached out a walk his first time. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw there. Safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Next offering upstairs. Started to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. And yes, he offered at it. Runner at second, 2 down.
Full count.
In the dirt. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and a runner left. 5 innings complete. It's the Brewers 1 and the Reds nothing. Top 6. Here's the Reds catcher, Benji Molina.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Right through there for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Warren Spahn now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. Going to count 1-2.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Williams pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So the batting order turns over. In now for the Reds, Ichiro Suzuki. 0 for 2 in this one. Off the mark there. And it's 1-0.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on.
Inside.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Julio Franco, the next to hit for the Reds. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Suzuki off of first with 2 away. Pickoff throw. Suzuki back on a dive. Flares it into the outfield. And that'll get down for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now back, the third baseman,
Pete Rose will hit next. And it's through for a hit. Around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Bonds, the next to hit. There's the strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Baines going back. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, all even at 1 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now the pitcher for the Brewers, Matt Morris. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Whips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman, Buck.
Back to the top of the lineup, Buck O'Neil. Up now for the Brewers. And that drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next for Milwaukee, Michael Young. He's grounded out a couple of times. This to third. Quickly to second for 1. Over to Murray for the inning-ending double play.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to O'Neil. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
So digging in, Carlos Beltran.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
And there's the strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. That one misses. Now 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's too low. And the count is even 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And he makes the catch. 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Breaking ball misses down and away. Activity in the bullpen. Colin Poche appears to be getting loose. Scott getting loose as well. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first.
He's out.
And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Wade. Bob.
On the ground, right side. On to Murray.
He's out.
Boggs is out.
The left fielder, number 31, Billy Williams.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy Williams. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Out to short, Smith. 2 up, 2 down.
Out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Harold.
And now the right fielder, Harold Baines. Right through there for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Smith. Jump throw across his body. They get the out, and that'll do it. Brewers go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Poche.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 41, Colin Poche.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Benji Molina. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Number 28, the saves leader in the National League, is up and throwing. This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Warren Spahn.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one handled. Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ichiro Suzuki getting ready to hit. Tap foul at the plate. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. Back here in Milwaukee, now it's going to be Grady Sizemore.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Spahn back to work. Ball
No,
one, no
that's a ball.
strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Called strike right there.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Got him. Foul tip, strike 3.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Ben Brister up now for the Brewers. First
1-0.
pitch, not close. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball 2.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Brewers, the catcher.
Up now for Milwaukee, Manny Sanguillen. He is struck out and he is walked. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center, and that will fall. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Cal Ripken Jr.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
There's the strike. Two outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Buck O'Neil. 1 for 3.
Well, I guarantee you, after that last visit from the pitching coach, all he did was remind his pitcher, focus on this hitter and nothing else. You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
First and second, 2 outs. Michael Young up now for the Brewers. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Warren Spahn departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Kent Coley on to pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the dirt. Hard hit left side. Smith over to first in time. They limit the damage here, but they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up for the Reds. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, number 28. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Julio Franco.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
On the corner for a strike. Base hit, and that puts the tying run on base.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
No outs, runner at first. Pete Rose, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Not close with that one, and now it's even 1-1.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Adios, pelota. And they add a pair. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. I got to believe when a pitcher releases a breaking ball up out of his hand, he just hopes that it stays really high so that the hitter has no chance of swinging. Well, no luck there. That is a hard hit ball and a home run.
Here's the left fielder, Barry Bonds. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That one laced to center and a base hit. Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Number 28 won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Tanner Scott. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So a man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Eddie Murray. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in there. 0-1. Scott, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Oh, 0-1 now. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. On to O'Neill, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now, Carlos Beltran. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. That's
Ball
off
one.
the mark. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. Hammered, base hit.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ozzie Smith, the next to hit for the Reds. Misses outside, and that is ball 1. Step off, throw to first. Beltran back in on a dive. The shortstop takes the ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that's outside. So now 2 on
outside.
and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's the catcher, Benji Molina. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That's towards center. Sizemore sizes this one up, and that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. So bottom of the ninth, down to third baseman, Wade Boggs.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
So they turn to their closer, Raleigh Fingers.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball to the right side. That's a hit.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Billy Williams up now for the Brewers. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, and now Harold Baines. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bag right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet. Now a good chance to at least tie the game, maybe win it with the hit, but the double play's in order as well, so we'll see how they decide to position the infield.
And here is Grady Sizemore. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And ball one.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Line drive. Drops into the glove. Runners tagging from second and third. On to third. Save. As a run scores on the play, and that ties the game.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Ben Brister up now for the Brewers. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
There's the strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate.
Runners on the move. It's a squeeze. Franco crosses the winning run, and the Brewers win it on a walk-off squeeze. Wow!
Well, a gutsy call from the bench. You've got to have a lot of confidence in the ability to handle the bat by that guy standing at the box. Well, he got it done, put the ball on the ground.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset in the box. I know it's easier said than done, but you just got to see the ball, hit the ball.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Zach Wheeler.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
The right fielder, number 51.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Here's the lineup for the Reds. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Bill Madlock digs in now, looking for his first big league hit right here. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
1 out, bases empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, bases empty. Pete Rose, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Williams makes the grab, and that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here at American Family Field. And today's starting pitcher, Rube Foster. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Grady Sizemore leading things off and takes a strike. Check swing, he held up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And that just misses. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he can't come up with it. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
One out, runner at second. Just Wade Boggs now in the dirt, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Foster kicks and deals. Missing inside, and now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Milwaukee leaves 1. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. And now Barry Bonds. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Just missed.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Eddie Murray now at the plate. Wheeler, a 6'4" righty, 195 pounds, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
1 strike.
Second inning here, no score. Cut on and lifted in the air. And a couple of quick outs. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Johnny Damon in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, home. Young with the throw to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Reds go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Billy Williams. Foster back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Next is switch hitting first baseman. That clips a corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
0-2.
And the 0-2 from Foster. That one missed.
1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Base knock right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost art for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1 gone, runner at first. Now here is Harold Baines. There goes the runner. And a foul ball. Foster ready to fire now. And that one is downstairs. And 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Over to Murray for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied, 0-0. On to the third inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, Barry Larkin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Bob Boone, the next to hit for the Reds. It's amazing. We get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Fouled off. He was late. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2. One ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires the first. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Rube Foster stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sizemore brings it in for the 3rd out. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, and here's the catcher, Manny Sanguillen. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
So now the pitcher for the Brewers, Zach Wheeler. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
On the ground, out to short. Throws to first in time. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Center fielder, number 24, Grady.
Next for the Brewers, Grady Sizemore. Grounded out his first time. Just
that's
missed.
Down. Ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Ripped to short. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Still no score. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's out to center field. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Bill Madlock.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Splits the plate, and it's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So up next, Pete Rose. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Check
Did he
swing,
go?
tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom 4, here's the second baseman, Michael Young. That catches the corner. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying and out of here. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
And now, Wade Boggs to third. Fires across the diamond. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
Just missed.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
And that skips in the dirt. Yeah, even though middle infielders with power are common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though. Fires to first in time.
Number 31, Billy.
Now the left fielder, Billy Williams. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Swing and a foul out of play. Yo, one. Just off the inside edge.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball right side. Madlock to first. That ends the inning. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Reds baseball on The Show, Ohio. And we're back, ready now for the fifth inning. Here's a big power threat. Barry Bonds. Wheeler back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It gets down, a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray, the next to hit for the Reds. Fly to left his first time. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. That misses,
1 ball, 1 strike.
and the count even 1-1. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Adios, pelota. His second of the year. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
In now for the Reds, Johnny Damon. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball for a strike. Damon, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. And he gets tied up right there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And there's one down. So digging in, Barry Larkin flied to right his first time. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball one. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Wheeler with a throw over. Larkin dives back in safely. Now here is Bob Boone. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Out to center, Sizemore moving in on this one. He's got it, and that'll do it. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a big swing and a miss.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Foster comes to the plate. Strike two.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Chop to third, and that chance handled. Whips it across, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The right fielder, number 3, Harold Baines.
So up next, Harold Baines. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's in the dirt.
1-1.
Upstairs.
Ball, that's up.
The Brewers down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Next to hit, Manny Sanguillen. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Reds 2, and the Brewers 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Rube Foster. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Sizemore makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the right fielder,
Ichiro Suzuki will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That's off the inside corner. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. On to first, out on the drop third strike, 2 gone.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Two down, base is empty. Stepping in, Bill Madlock. Right side. Baines makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Buck O'Neil.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
And fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Movement in the bullpen.
0-2.
Dowry Moretta up and throwing. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This ball's chopped on the ground. Sends it to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And now the center fielder, Grady Sizemore, has grounded out a couple of times.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
One down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Swing and a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. His first homer of the year, it's 2-2.
He just sparked this home crowd in a big way. What a swing. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now it's the second baseman, Michael Young. On the ground to third. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs, the next to hit. That's in there. That's strike 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Foster winds and fires. Got it. That K is his third of the game. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 2-2 game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Colin Poche. So digging in, Pete Rose.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Time call.
Timeout.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizemore settles under this one. One down.
Up next is Cincinnati. The left fielder,
Barry Bonds, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Into center and a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
The first baseman, number 33, Eddie.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Eddie Murray. He's already homered here in this one. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Johnny Damon digs in now. Very high with that one. Ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. That's outside. Yeah, that's ball two.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Inside, just missed. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next for Cincinnati, Barry Larkin. To first, and they've got him picked off. Throws it away. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Tag, got him. Aggressive base running there, trying to take advantage of the defense, but he's out at third. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
2 down, nobody on. There's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short. Gets it to first. And that is the inning. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Cal. Ripken Jr.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
And that's in the dirt. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Madlock hauls it in, and there's one away.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Larkin sends it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now the first baseman. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
The right fielder, number 3.
So man aboard, and now the right fielder, Harold Baines. And that's off the inside edge.
1-0.
And it's 1-0. On the ground right side. They get the force. That's out number 3. Brewers strand one. They trail it here 4-2. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Dowry Moretta on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Ben Brister, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing right field and batting 9.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Bob Boone. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Check swing, called strike.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Grounds one to short. Ripken handles, throws to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting the pitcher, Rube Foster.
Rube Foster digging in now. Moretta, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Ryan Fernandez up and loosening in the pen. Stanek also getting ready. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Reds down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here at American Family Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Manny Sanguillen. Foster back to work. Up the middle, Madlock. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Ben Brister up now for the Brewers. Taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Gets the call, and it's 0-1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foster checks on the runner. Sanguillen gets back easily. The tying run at the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Flipped that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And that was a great one right there.
Up now for Milwaukee, Grady Sizemore. He's already homered in this game. There's the strike. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Tying run at the plate.
1 ball,
Pitch
2
out,
strikes.
but no action. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of this stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Next for Milwaukee, Michael Young. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. Sanguillen off of first with 2 away. That one catches the zone. And the count 1-2. Runner takes off. Out towards right center field. Smith has this one sized up. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get through 8 full. It's the Reds 4 and the Brewers 2. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, Bill Madlock. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Aaron Nola getting loose out there. Peralta also throwing. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Righty delivers. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Rose in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
1-0.
And another ball. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He takes it on his own. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Barry Bonds. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Tapped out in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Johnny Damon with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Barry Larkin, the next to hit for the Reds. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score two. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. That's in there. Strike one.
Kind of goes without saying, but stranding these two runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
So they're all loaded up. A little bit low.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Line drive, base hit. One runs in. The throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dauri Moreta done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Ryan Stanek on to pitch here.
number 55. Ron.
Now Bob Boone. 0 for 3 in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Boom. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He did not go around. Next one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that's outside.
3-1.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. And they're all loaded up.
Up next to Cincinnati, the pitcher,
Rube Foster, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Cincinnati making a move for a pinch hitter, Carlos Beltran.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Just missed.
Ball. 1-0.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That one ripped. Sizemore snags it, and that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Reds 6 and the Brewers 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Roy Fader.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And here is Wade Boggs. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a little roller right side. Takes it himself, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Cal Ripken.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The Brewers down by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Julio Teheran is forced to the mound after the injury in the game for the first time this season. Set down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So they're down to their final out. Next for the Brewers, Billy Williams. And that's in the dirt.
No strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Teheran is just 1 strike away. And that one hammered way back there. And a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, number 23.
Next is switch hitting first baseman And there's the strike.
0-1.
They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've
0-2.
got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
2 outs. Just off the
that missed. That's
inside
the ball.
corner. And the count is 1-2. Ripped to third. On to first. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.